Here at CES 2019, this is the year of the bonkers gaming laptop. But we are here with Razer, who has something a little bit more refined. This is an update to their popular Razer Blade 15 model. This is the Advanced Edition, and it comes with pretty much the same, actually kind of reserved design compared to some of the other gaming laptops out there that we have seen from Razer in the past. Compared to the previous Razer Blade 15, this new advanced model is marginally thicker, about half a millimeter, but packed inside of that, you do have some updated components, including NVIDIA's new RTX graphics cards in here, starting with the 2060 and going all the way up to the 2080 Max-Q in a laptop. It's pretty impressive. While some parts of the Razer Blade 15 Advanced Edition here are familiar, we wanted to show you a few cool things that Razer is showing off that will not be part of the main release on January 29th. These are just to show some sort of experimental ideas for what could be coming down the pipe in future computers. Now, what I am holding here is actually a Razer Blade 15 with an AMOLED screen. We have been waiting for these kinds of screens on laptops for a while. They've been showing up here and there, but not usually really tied to any machines we can get all that excited about. We've been seeing them in phones for a while, all those great colors on Samsung devices, for example, but computers have kind of been a holdout, which is what makes this so exciting. Now, this is only a 60 Hertz refresh rate screen compared to some of the other ones we're going to see here today, so it's not going to be quite as fluid in gaming, but to be honest, I still game on a 60 Hertz screen. I know plenty of people do. It was good enough until about 2 years ago, and I will trade slightly smoother visuals for great colors and contrast, and that's really what this should be bringing to you, is fantastic color rendition, great inky blacks, and super high contrast, which is something I'm always really excited about when it comes to making a better image. Now, we also saw here another monitor which takes this in totally other direction. If you just heard me say I don't care about refresh rate that much and you think I'm crazy, Razer is also showing off here a 240 Hertz refresh rate monitor. This means it is changing the image on the screen 240 times a second, and you will be hard-pressed to find most games that can actually generate enough frames to fill that. So no screen tearing, no need to worry about vertical sync, everything should be nice and buttery smooth. If absolute frame rate smoothness is what matters to you, that could be the panel for you. Once again, not available yet, but it will be coming down the pipe later. We got to check it out playing a Battlefield demo, which is a great showcase for this sort of graphics technology, and also a great showcase for these RTX graphics now in the Razer Blade Advanced Edition. RTX, as you probably know, is bringing you ray tracing, super high fidelity reflections into games, showing off water, metal, explosions, mirrors, anything like that. Any place there are reflections, RTX and ray tracing can add a ton of extra fidelity to the gameplay, and amazingly, we do actually cram a full 280 Max-Q into this very thin, very small chassis. Beyond that, the Advanced Edition does add per key chroma lighting. It used to just be across the whole panel, and adds lighting to a few more of these function keys up towards the top. Otherwise, it is the system we've seen before, an aluminum chassis, very nice, well-designed, great trackpad. Another little selling point here, it now supports up to 64 gigs of RAM, which is a ton. You could turn this into a full video editing machine, and I would know. Beyond that, all of the new Razer Blade Advanced Editions come with 6-core Intel 8th generation processors. They're going to start at $2299 and go up to $2999 for the highest end edition, which is actually about $1,000 less than some of the other gaming laptops we've seen here at this show. So we're not saying that's cheap, but if the utmost performance in the smallest package is what really matters to you, this is actually not a bad option. And also, I wouldn't feel as silly using this at a coffee shop as I would with some of the other gaming laptops out there that look like they have, you know, Ferrari air vents built into the back of them. So I don't mind it. I like the design, but I'm gonna hold out a little bit and see if we get this screen coming to us consumers in a little while. Stay tuned to the rest of our coverage. We have a lot more gaming laptops coming down the pipe for you here at CES 2019.